Hello everyone, this is Varaprasad and I am presenting you the daily current affairs which are useful for SSC, RRB and other government examinations. Let us start the session. World Environment Day is observed globally on 5th June every year. This day is observed to raise awareness about protecting the environment and to remind people not to take nature granted. The day provides an opportunity to broaden the basis for an enlightened opinion and responsible conduct by individuals, enterprises, and communities in preserving and enhancing the environment. World Environment Day 2020 will be celebrated with the theme Biodiversity. This theme will show a concern that is both urgent and existential. World Environment Day is promoted by United Nations, and for 2020 Colombia will host the World Environment Day. In 2019 China was the host country. The first time World Environment Day was celebrated in the year 1974 with the slogan Only One Earth. In 1972, the conference was held on human environment, which began from 5th to 16th June at United Nations. CSIR Lab to organize nationalwide summer research training program. The Northeast Institute of Science and Technology is working towards the stagnancy created in academic scenario of the nation due to COVID-19 pandemic. Jorhat-based CSIR NAIST got the mandate from DG CSIR Dr. Shekhar C. Main to organize and coordinate a countrywide CSIR summer research training program. An online program is going to be discharged through the faculties and mentors from 38 CSIR laboratories spread across the length and breadth of the country. This was announced by Director CSIR NAIST Dr. G. Narahari Sastri. Human Resources Development Minister Ramesh Nishank and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri today launched a joint initiative to aimed at providing internships to engineering students in the country. Inaugurating the platform, Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said TULIP will mutually benefit all stakeholders, including the students, urban local bodies, and the industry in identifying young talents. He said this unique and first of its kind opportunity in the country will help unleash India's demographic dividend by creating a talent pool which can pave the way for making Indian cities more self-reliant. Mr. Nishank said TULIP will equip the youth with problem solving and critical thinking skills through hands-on experimental learning in India's fast-growing urban ecosystem. He asserted that this platform will utilize the innovative thought process of youths to amend the urban infrastructure for great benefit. Mr. Nishank said the initiative will also assist in achieving India's goal of reaching a $5 trillion economy in the next 5 years. India has pledged $15 million to Gavi, the International Vaccine Alliance. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced this while addressing the virtual Global Vaccine Summit hosted by UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson yesterday. Over 50 countries, business leaders, UN agencies, civil society, government, ministers, and head of state participated in the summit. In his address, Prime Minister Modi said India stands in solidarity with the world in these challenging times. He said India's civilization teaches that world is one family and that during this pandemic the country had tried to live up to this teaching. He said India shared the country's available stocks of medicines with over 120 countries. He said this was done by forging a common response strategy in its immediate neighborhood and by providing specific support to countries that sought it, while also protecting India's own vast population. He said the COVID-19 pandemic in some ways has exposed the limitations of global cooperation and that for the first time in recent history, the humankind faces a clear common enemy. The Prime Minister said India is also the world's foremost producer of vaccines and that it is fortunate to contribute to immunization of about 60% of world's children. He also said India recognizes and values the work of Gavi. Prime Minister said India's support to Gavi is not only financial but that India's huge demand also brings down the global price of vaccines for all, saving almost $400 million for Gavi over the past 5 years. Union Cabinet approved the signing of MOU with Bhutan for cooperation in field of environment protection and management of natural resources. The MOU cleared at a meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi will enable establishment and promotion of closure and long-term cooperation in environment protection and management of natural resources on the basis of equity, reciprocity, and mutual benefits. Taking into account the laws and legal provisions in each country, the government said the MOU will cover air, waste, chemical management, climate change, and other areas and will remain in force for 10 years from the date of signing. The MOU shall facilitate exchange of experiences, best practices, and technical know-how through both public and private sectors and shall contribute to sustainable development. It provides the possibility for joint projects in areas of mutual interest. India's bilateral virtual summit with Australia. Australia supported India to play a role in Indo-Pacific region with its Prime Minister Scott Morrison stating that nations share responsibility for that ocean. During the first ever bilateral India-Australia virtual summit, Morrison also lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the leadership he has displayed during the COVID-19 crisis. We are committed to an open, inclusive and prosperous Indo-Pacific and India's role in that region. Our region will be critical in the years ahead, Morrison said. India under the leadership of PM Modi has been playing a very positive role in very difficult times. I thank you for your leadership not just within India but broadly throughout G20, Indo-Pacific and the stabilizing, constructive and very positive role that you have played in these very difficult times, the Australia PM said. I commend India on its leadership on taking chair of WHO's executive board. This is a very important time to be chairing that board and I have no doubt that India's leadership will be critical in dealing with difficult problems globally, particularly in the health area. Tata AG launches telematics-based motor insurance to save premiums. Tata AG General Insurance Company Limited usage-based insurance private car policy for car owners under IRDAI's regulatory sandbox, the company said. It will be available on all policies offering personal accident cover to the tune of 15 lakh rupees for owner and driver. This policy includes other value-added propositions like depreciation reimbursement, daily allowance, no claim bonus protection cover, etc. The policy also offers a kilometer-based package that enables savings on premiums compared to conventional policies. Cabinet's Appointment Committee approved the appointments of Rajiv Topno, the Private Secretary to Prime Minister as Senior Advisor to Executive Director World Bank, and Brajender Navneet, the Joint Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office as Ambassador and Permanent Representative of India to World Trade Organization, and will be posted at Permanent Mission of India to the WTO under the Department of Commerce. He replaced J.S. Deepak at PMI, whose 2-year extended term ended on May 31st. Rajiv Topno is 1996 batch Gujarat cadre IAS officer. He joined the PMO as a Deputy Secretary in 2009. He handled key portfolios such as telecom and ports at PMO in the United Progressive Alliance. Brajender Navneet is the 1999 batch officer of Tamil Nadu cadre in 2019. He was given an extension as Joint Secretary in the PMO. He was appointed as Joint Secretary in PMO in 2016, before which he was working as Director in PMO. Former spokesperson of External Affairs Ministry Ravish Kumar has been appointed as India's next ambassador to Finland, the government announced on Wednesday. Kumar, a 1995 batch Indian Foreign Service officer, served as the spokesperson of MEA from July 2017 to April 2020, during which he deftly articulated India's position on a number of sensitive issues, including last year's Balakot strike, reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir, and the controversy surrounding the National Register of Citizens. He is expected to take up the assignment shortly, the MEA said. Before becoming the MEA spokesperson, Kumar was serving as Consul General of India in Frankfurt. Kumar started his career at Indian Mission in Jakarta, and it was followed by his postings in Thimphu and London. Facebook has struck a global licensing deal with Saregama to bolster the library of its music products across its flagship social networking platform and Instagram. While the terms of deal were not disclosed, this partnership will allow users to add the label's music across various formats like videos, stories, via music stickers, and other creative content on Facebook and Instagram. They will also be able to add songs to their Facebook profile, the company said. We are pleased with this partnership as now millions of Facebook users will be able to add music from our vast catalog to stories and videos they create and share, said Vikram Mehra, Managing Director of Saregama India. Facebook has floated a new entity, Jadoo Holdings, incorporated in Delaware in the United States, which will acquire 9.99% stake in Geo Platforms. The two companies disclosed this in a submission to India's competition watchdog seeking clearance for the $5.7 billion deal that was announced in April. The Facebook entity will acquire a minority, non-controlling share in Geo Platforms according to submission to the Competition Commission of India. Geo Platforms, Facebook-owned instant messaging service WhatsApp and Reliance Retail Limited will also enter into a separate commercial agreement. Jadoo is an indirect wholly owned subsidiary of Facebook. Jadoo is a newly incorporated company formed in March 2020. As on the date of notification form, Jadoo is not engaged in any business in India or anywhere in the world. Competition Commission has approved the proposed merger between automakers Peugeot and Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. NVPSA is a holding company of France-based group which is mainly an original equipment manufacturer and dealer of motor vehicles, passenger cars as well as light commercial vehicles under the brands Peugeot. An official release said that Competition Commission of India has approved the proposed merger. Both companies have a presence in India. In its notice seeking nod for the merger, the companies provided an assessment of competition with respect to markets for passenger vehicles and for sale of powertrains in India. While announcing this merger in December 2019, both companies had said that merged entity would be fourth largest original equipment manufacturer by volume and third largest by revenue. Former director Pritam Singh, 78, an acclaimed management guru and Padmasri awardee, passed away following a cardiac arrest on Wednesday. He is survived by his wife and 5 children. IAML paid tributes to Singh by recalling his leadership, during which the institute scaled new heights. He was a true legend, a visionary who shaped management education and leadership development in India. IIM Lucknow mourns his demise, and he will always be remembered for his warmth, personal touch, and pioneering spirit. Filmmaker Basu Chatterjee passes away. Last rites held in Mumbai. Filmmaker Basu Chatterjee, who is known for his films like Ek Ruka Ho Faisla, Chichor, Rajnigandha, Priyatama, passed away today in Mumbai. According to the reports, the director and screenwriter passed away following age-related ailments. He was 93. Abu Dhabi State Fund Mubadala Investment Co. will buy a 1.85% stake in its digital unit Geo Platforms for 9,093.6 crore rupees. Reliance have now sold a combined 19% interest in Geo Platforms, which houses movie, music apps, and telecoms venture Geo Infocom in 6 fundraising deals, including a 9.99% stake sale to Facebook for $5.7 billion. The interest in Geo Platforms highlights its potential to become the dominant player in India's digital economy. The telecoms unit has already decimated several rivals with cutthroat pricing and is counting on Reliance retail network to expand into e-commerce. The last one of the session is Annual Periodic Labor Force Survey for July 2018 to June 2019 of National Statistical Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. India's unemployment rate fell between July 2018 and June 2019 to 5.8% from 6.1% during the same period of 2017 to 18, while the Indian economy grew 6.1% in 2018 to 19, slower than 7% expansion recorded the year before. The labor force participation rate rose to 37.5% from 36.9%. The worker population ratio also increased to 35.3% as against 34.7% in 2017 to 18. The urban unemployment rate reduced to 7.7% in 2018 to 19 from 7.8%, and in rural India to 5% from 5.3%. The female participation rate improved in both urban and rural India, going up to 18.6% in 2018 to 19 from 17.5% the year before. We are providing you the PDF of this entire session in the description box below. People who want to download the PDF can go to the description box and click on that link so that you can download the PDF. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Please give your valuable suggestions in the comment box.